Hi, it's KERR9000'S. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another one of my latest purchase videos. Now, I'm going to start this off by showing a Kami for the Wii. The intelligent out there will know, well, the knowledgeable, that this was originally on the PS2. But the Wii version is a shocking great game. I paid £4 for this. The disc's great. It's got the manual. There's a bit of residue from where there's been a label on there. It's got like your warning book. And weirdly, it has a Capcom 2004 to 2005 PS2 release in here. Pamphlet, which shows you all sorts of stuff like Beautiful Joe 2. Oh. Devil May Cry 3, is it? Yep, and on Issue 3. And all kinds of other games. So, somebody that owns PS2 games must have just popped that in the case at some point. But it's a pretty cool thing to have, so I'm not going to complain. And now I'm going to change to some other footage I've recorded previously, showing some other games I've got recently. So, here we go. A Moto G7 III Motorola phone. Now, I've probably said on this channel before, but I'm an epileptic and I drop lots of things due to having what they call vacancies or petit mal seizures. So it's quite a big deal for me because I spent £150 on this. Well, I'm not going to show you inside the box because, ta-da, that's what I'm actually filming on. So £150 on a phone is quite a bit for me. Most of my phones have usually been like £80 and second-handy or, you know, returns and stuff. So I also find buying mobile phones really hard because you're making a choice that you're going to live with for a while. Hopefully this one lasts me. I brought this Switch game, Super Bullet Break, the Day 1 edition. It's a big box, so there's extras in it. But I'm not going to open it till I actually intend to play it. You have to collect these bullets, who are girls. You know, strange Japanesey looking game, which is why I wanted to grab it. And it cost me £9.80. So, half interested, half I think, you know, it could one day be a bit of a fun collectible. Then, I got myself a Transformer. Barricade. It's a little Transformer based on the Bumblebee film. Decepticon who turns into a police car. Yeah, I don't get many toys like this, really, but just every now and again I fancy getting it. Something like that. And Transformers are a massive thing I was into as a kid, so it's like a real flashback for me. I've still got an original Optimus Prime and a Ravage and somewhere a Hound, but I actually gave most of my collection away to basically kids who didn't have any toys, so a bit soft-hearted there. Probably be worth a small fortune now. But, oh well. And here's 3 titles I got from Game second-hand. Killzone Shadowfall for the PS4, Valhalla Hills Definitive for the PS4, and Wargroove. And the 3 games together were £2, so very cheap stuff. Also, something else sort of retro and cool is the Evercade Top Plan Arcade 1 cartridge. I've not brought an Evercade cart in a while, but this was reduced to £14, which is pretty good for what's on it. We have got Tiger Heli, Truxton, Guardian, Zero Wing, Snow Bros, Flying Shark, Teki Pocky, and Alcan, I think it's called. I must admit, I've played a lot of Snow Bros, Flying Shark, Tiger Heli, and a heck of a lot of Truxton. Also, I seem to think Zero Wing might be the one with the weird translation in it, where it's all your base belong to us. I'm not sure. But I know there's some games that are particularly awesome in here. I spent a lot of time on Truxton in my youth. So, yeah. It's the first Evercade cartridge I've picked up in ages. But because it's a pretty deserved one, I think. And £13.98 is a pretty good price for it. So, I once again hit Game looking for stuff, second-hand wise, that they'd marked down. And I got some Switch games. the following 3 games were £9.99 or £10 for want of a better term. Each buy 2 get 1 free, so £20 for these 3 games. I got Rico, which is a first-person buddy cop-based shooter as far as I am aware. I think it was about 12 quid in CEX, so not exceptionally cheap. But the other one is Transformers Battlegrounds, which is like baby's first XCOM with Transformers on it. I've played a little bit of this on Game Pass, but it's more something I would play on the Switch. The one I really wanted though, Samurai Showdown. I love the SNK type games. Big fan of Neo Geo stuff. I've got this on the Xbox but wanted it on the Switch. CEX actually sell this second hand on its own for 30 quid, so that really covers those 3. Then these were £12.99 each, so the 3 was about £26. Riot Civil Unrest. Don't know a lot about that game. I know it goes, I think, about 8 quid in CX, so you'd think I'd overpaid on that, but just follow me with the others. Dark Q, if I'm saying that right. That sells for 18 quid. So that covers that already. I've seen trailers of that and it looks quite interesting, but the one out of these 3 I really wanted was this one. Root Letter Last Answer. And not only is it the game, but Day 1 edition box, little pamphlet, and an absolutely gorgeous art book. I won't show you every piece of art in it, but there's some really lovely character models. Yeah, you know, that stuff is top quality. Good old anime style art. Even stuff like that there, the back page with the watches and stuff. Absolutely love it. And that's the one that I was buying that for definite. And then I was like, let's see what other games they've got in the £12.99 bracket. Because if you buy a second one, get the third 3, you might as well. But no, the biggest pickup out of them is Samurai Showdown. I did notice, but I already own it, that Game had got a second-hand copy of Mario Golf for £25 in the buy 2 get 1 free range. And a lot of their other stuff like Pokemon and Zelda are still like 35, 40 quid second-hand. But I do hope, because last time I went in there wasn't a whiff of Mario in there. I mean, really, I hope Game would just carry on selling second-hand, but that's not going to happen. I hope at some stage the price is lower, and I hope that people who genuinely have a love for the games will get some cool little tidbits from there, and not scalpers who will just hit up eBay and, you know, ching ching. But one last thing, this is off eBay and my missus brought this for me. It was £10. I've probably said before I've got a big love of Japanese Mega Drive games, but here we have Super Thunderblade for the Mega Drive. Boxed with lovely condition cartridge, manual. I've said this before, for some reason sometimes you get Japanese manuals where they've put holes in them like they've kept them in a file. If anybody knows anybody who came from there and these games at the time, or what is this? Because I've seen it from lots of different sellers and I really don't get it. Did people keep all their manuals in a file of fax? And I mean, I used to keep games in a biscuit tin, so, but I kept the boxes and the manuals well separate. Again, though, I love Japanese manuals. You get a lot more top quality art in them than we ever did. I've shown this before, but you've got to love the page that's all the "don't do this with your cartridge, don't stamp on it, don't shove it in sunlight." we were missing that sort of charm. The only fault with this, but I can't fault it at all for £10, is that the cover had some water damage. It was incredibly crinkly, but I don't know how much of it you can make out on this. I actually took the cover out of the case and ironed it. Yeah, there's still a bit of stain and a bit of colour loss, I think, but I managed to get a lot of the crinkles out, making it far more presentable. Actually worried about doing that because I figured, you know, you could burn the living hell out of it, but slow, careful if you're going to try. I actually laid it on a very flat surface, put a thin sheet between the iron and the cover, and just kept doing a little bit at a time. But obviously, if you're going to do it, tread carefully and don't come back and blame me. It's done, you know, completely at your own risk. But fingers crossed too if you do. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. There's plenty more like this on my channel. There's also like sci-fi, horror, and video game reviews, diet stuff, all kinds of things. So why not check it out? But most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care of yourself and each other. Laters, taters. Hi, it's KERR9000'S. I'd just like to say thank you for making it to the end of my video. I've got lots of stuff on my channel, my horror house doing horror reviews, my game room where I talk about video games, sci-fi station, my diet corner videos, all kinds of stuff. I can also be found on the Retro Gamer U forum and the J Arcade forum, which are both great places full of great people and some great video game conversations. At the end of this video there'll be a little icon to tick if you want to subscribe, a link to a video and a link to one of my playlists. I'd also like to recommend the wonderful talented Just Jessica 1988 on TikTok, who does a lot of diet videos and is my supportive partner. Thank you once again for watching my video, and particularly if you follow me, thank you for all of your support. Have a great rest of your day. Laters, taters.